I want to be rich. The rich spend their money on buying assets that generate incomes. The middle class buy or spend their money by buying assets that incur expenses. These assets are actually liabilities disguised as assets. The poor incur or spend their money on expenses. When it comes to the rich, you find that they are able to choose what to buy and at what time to buy. You know, your initial investment could start from your savings, you could start from share capital, or you could take a loan. When the rich invest in an asset, they choose an asset that is generating them some income. I'll give an example here in Kenya, and to be precise, in Nakuru. I know of somebody who owned a building in town. And this person took or charged this building to do another building in town. So let's call building A, the initial building, let's call it A. Building B, let's call it B. So the building B was constructed by incomes from building A. When building B was complete, this gentleman got another opportunity to buy a building that had been abandoned for some time and completed it. And now building B was charged to take or to pay or to develop building C. Building C, once it was complete, its incomes were free. And over time, you know, a loan, you will be able to repaying the loan. So over time, building C was free. Over time, building B would be free. And building A would be free. And eventually building B would be free. By this, you find that this rich man was able to build his incomes tenfold. After now, he has 3 buildings, all generating real estate income, commercial, that is in town. He could afford things that come with his class. But for the middle class, we try to chase class. When I say we try to chase class, the lesson is initially or majorly intended to teach something to the middle class. They try to chase class when they are not yet there. You find that a middle class person, your salary increases. What do? You are driving a 1300cc vehicle. Now you decide this vehicle is too small for me. I must have a German machine. I must have a 3000 and so cc. You buy from 1300 to 3000. What happens? Your insurance costs has increased. Your maintenance cost has increased. Your fuel consumption has increased. Instead of that salary increment benefiting you, now it is hurting your pocket further. The same can also be in terms of construction. You decide to take a mortgage or you decide to take a loan to do a good place worth 6 million, 10 million, and you are not knowing that you will pay this loan like for almost your entire working life. You find this building, you are not actually enjoying it. It is causing you pain. because every day you are struggling to pay the loans. And if you don't pay, there is a likelihood that it can be repossessed because you had charged it. For middle class, you must be aware that the assets that you choose to invest in should be something giving you some income. If you have gotten some salary increment and you have free time, instead of you taking that big car, if you can be able to do a business, this business will start generating new income, and this income you can use it to invest or to enjoy life the way you would want. I give an example. A sports person has won 100 million, 200 million. Now they decide this money is quite a lot. I will be hanging around where big people, the president's son, billionaires, where they hang around. And remember, the rich spend on luxuries. It is not that they don't spend on luxuries, but these luxuries that they spend on are from the incomes generated from their assets. Now, the middle class will spend the seed capital that should have been invested to generate assets on luxuries. And they say that if you buy something that you don't need, there is a day that you will sell something that you need. I will stop at this. This is a series that we shall continue. In the next lesson, we might look at how or what mechanisms can we use to make the poor increase their income, or what mechanisms can we have to make now the middle class avoid investing in liabilities disguised as assets and instead invest in asset generating assets. Wish you well.